Welcome back, you too. It is a great day to be different. So that's what we are gonna do today. We have a undercut drop fade for you guys, and as you can see, he just got his hair retwisted, braided, plaited, whatever you guys want to call it. And yeah, we're gonna jump right on into this. So we're gonna lay everything down, separate the long hair from the short hair. As you saw earlier, I just separated the hair, and then we're gonna jump right into the debulking stage. So as you saw, one guard all the way open. We are gonna go with the grain. This is gonna create almost a 1.5. So for those guys out there that are a little bit concerned about how much length this is gonna leave, this is usually wavelength for most of my guys. If you want to throw 1.5 on, it'll be about the same, just a little bit longer, but I went ahead and went with the 1.5. And you guys saw how curly the hair was, so it looks a little patchy when I got through debulking, but it's not a big deal. We only went halfway down the head because it's gonna save us some time. There's no need for us to debulk the entire head if I know exactly what haircut I'm going to give him. So we debulked halfway down the head just to save us some time because we knew we were going to bald out. So just like we're doing right here, it is a drop fade. So as I work my way backwards, you can see right there me angling the trimmer to start dropping it and contouring the guideline, our first guideline, into that drop fade look. I'm gonna walk it all the way around the head, meet in the back, make sure everything's nice and debulked, balled out, hit everything nice and smooth. And then we're gonna move on to the next stage. So no guard, all the way open. We're gonna go up about 1 inch. Using the brush to clean off any debris. And we are going to follow our original guideline, and we're gonna drop it in the back as well. It's very important to make sure all your guidelines are set in there and following the same exact path, because if this is a drop fade and one of our guidelines is off a little bit, it's not gonna look like a drop fade in some areas. So very important. We're gonna switch over to the one guard second notch. We're gonna start our third guideline. We're gonna go about 1 inch. Same thing, all the way around the head, so that way it has the exact same look all the way around. So easy day. We're gonna pop on that 1.5 guard, and we are going to debulk the rest of the head. Again, we did use that one guard all the way open again, which was considered for me 1.5, and then we're gonna finish off with the 1.5 right here. So I'm using that comb to represent the side of the head. As you can see, the teeth, we're not digging in. That is where his head starts rounding off. So we're not digging, using that comb to show the placement of the teeth after I finish flicking out, or just going straight up the side of the head. It's gonna prevent me from digging into the longer hair, for one, and two, maintaining the dark contrast around the ridge of the head. That is very important. I'm gonna walk that all the way around the head. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And then we're gonna start into the detail process. So we have all of our guidelines. Again, when I did debulk earlier, it looked a little patchy. So it looks a little patchy. It's a little hard to see the guidelines here, but it's gonna be very, very easy. We're gonna trust our steps, have a little confidence in our guards, and we're going to start detailing. So we're gonna start feathering out those guidelines using your corner of the blade and the guard. The higher you go up, the more you want to open your lever. So we're gonna start off closed, work our way up midway, and then eventually all the way open. As you can see, I'm attacking those dark spots. Using your techniques properly, using your feather technique properly, I can go all the way up into that 1.5 if I need to, by over exaggerating and tilting the clipper.
Depot on the beat.
Yes, sir. You guys can definitely see this coming along. As you guys saw at the beginning, his hair was very, very curly and very, very thick. Pause. So controlling his hair was a little difficult, especially the patchier spots. We're gonna drop down to the no guard, start off closed, attack that bald line, work our way up midway, and then eventually all the way open, as you can see right there. Again, using nothing but your corners, attacking nothing but the dark spots. So switching between the right and left corner of the blade, we will angle and over exaggerate the clipper as needed and attack the dark spots, as you can see right there. And that fade is coming together very, very nice. Now here, right here, I'm just showing, if you have to backtrack, highly recommend. If you have to go back to another step, I saw some darker spots up there at the ridge, so I dropped back down to the half guard, attacked those spots before I moved on. Detailing process is very important. So we're gonna hit those spots, make sure it's nice and neat. And then here goes the rest of the head. It's the exact same steps on the other side and the back. I'm gonna let you guys have it, and we will be back for the edge up process.
Depot on the beat.
All right, welcome back to the edge up process. As you can see, there is barely any type of edge up. Most of his hair is in the twist up there at the top. So I debulked just a little bit to get it to lay down a little bit more. And as you guys saw me pointing out with the comb, there's barely any connection. But when you have the right tools, you can come up with a line, and you also have to have vision. This takes some artistic skill, some type of artistic ability, in my opinion, to be able to see and visualize the line to create one. So as you can see, we're gonna start off in the middle, walk it to the left side first. Does not matter which side you walk it to. I'm normally standing on the left side, so that is why I start over there. And you guys saw me point out the bottom of that vertical bar, so we're gonna walk it far enough to where once I hit that vertical bar just like that, it creates a nice straight line. We're gonna get rid of that overhang and sharpen up this line with our trimmer. We're gonna slap some pencil on it for some contour, get it to pop just a little bit more. And then we're gonna walk it to the other side. Same thing on the other side. Walk it to where the vertical bar is full. Clean up any overhang. Punch that line in, hit that corner, and slap some pencil on it for some contour. So there you go. That is as good as the edge up is going to look without any enhancements right there, as you can see. But we do have tools to make this edge up pop just a little bit more, so we're going to use them. We're going to slap the wet foundation first, and then we're going to follow up right behind with the dry fibers. The wet foundation is to give a foundation that the dry fibers can stick to. As you can see right here again, wet foundation first. Give it a foundation that the dry fibers can stick to. And the dry fibers are going to follow up to get rid of that wet, shiny look. Very important for pictures and videos like this. It creates for a much more natural looking appeal, in my opinion, and it is not as reflective on camera. Dry fibers, very important, as you can see right there. So same thing on the other side. Wet foundation first, gives the dry fibers to stick. Dry fibers follow up, get rid of that wet shiny look on camera. Feels in much more natural, looks a lot better to me. And again, we created an edge up out of nothing. Out of nothing. I'm gonna slap some hot sauce on them. It's gonna allow me to push that pencil over to give it that razor blade effect without having to use a razor blade. Very, very important for those barbers that are new and upcoming who are afraid of the razor blade or just not comfortable or confident enough to use it. So we can give that look, that perception, without having to actually use a razor blade, as you can see right there. Slap them some hot sauce. Use some really properly set tools. Push that pencil over, give it that razor blade effect without having to use a razor blade. Yes, sir. We're gonna hand on the mirror. He's gonna get a look at himself. Yes, sir. We're gonna give the nod of approval. Yes, sir. He's gonna give it back. And you guys remember what he came in looking like. Yes, sir. You guys remember what he come to do though. Came to be different. Jeez. Now that is definitely different. That's clean. Turning nothing into something is not easy, but that's what we got these videos for. Yes, sir. Let me know what you guys think, if you learned anything. Well, appreciate you guys for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Do whatever you guys got to do to keep me on your timeline, man. It is Kriispy, and that is Kriispy. We out of here. Peace.